All right. What's going on, everyone? How are you? We are here on a new episode of the Juan Solo Show with your host, me, Juan D. Klauser, or John D. Klauser, whichever one you prefer. This is episode 332 of this great and wonderful podcast I do by myself, in a room by myself, probably just for myself. Definitely not for those Argentinians. What's up? How are you? Salutations. Hope you're doing good. Howdy. Yeah, so, like sometimes, you're getting older, right? And, I coughed and I tweaked my back a bit. Isn't that crazy? Like the dumbest shit you do. Like I'm 37. It's like, it's things like that. It's like that, or like the other week, like I lifted a box. And it was like an empty box, but it was just like how I did it. I just like moved myself in a weird way, and it like tweaked it just slightly. And the things that these aren't like dramatic pains. These are just like slight inconvenient pain, and it's not even a pain. It's just like a nudge, and it's like that. But it's like one spot. So if I go like I'm like this, fine. The moment I go like that, like this, I can feel a little. I can feel a knot that's about like that big. And I'm like, that's great. And the first thing that comes to my mind? Is this going to affect my golf swing this weekend? So stupid. I'm so dumb. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. Well, I hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing all right. Have you guys been watching the World Cup? Yeah, World Cup. I'm like, did I say that right? Yeah. It's crazy stuff, man. Egypt for sure got fucking robbed. They should have been up by 3-0, and then it should have gone into penalty kicks, and they probably would have lost then too. But hey, it's one of those things. Super annoying, but that's a thing. We're all finding out that how fucking racist Argentina is. What's so funny is like we've all as a Latino, you always know that like Argentina was racist. And then too, like any country that was kind of like, I was always sus with them anyway, because that's where all the Germans went, like all the Nazis after World War II. And I was like, it's kind of weird they go there. I'm like, why would they go there? I'm like, oh yeah, because Argentina, they don't really consider themselves like the rest of us. They consider themselves European. They used to have like 30% black. Now they have, I think, maybe 1.2% black in the country, which was funny too, because it's always like I was always in my mind. I'm like, why is there not that many fucking like? Because there's like a good amount of like black people or like Caribbean in Honduras, and like it's just because Central America, but it's literally the Caribbean Sea is like on the northern part, eastern and the north like western part of the country. So like yeah, like there's gonna be a lot of like black influence, and much like most of it is because the fucking slave trade. That's because they just fucking slave traded them, black people. And so yeah, and then I already knew that, but like the tango's black people made that. Yeah, because most of the time like it's usually like Caribbean black, or like it's black who are making these things. It's because just the culture, just because when your culture is suppressed, you find ways to find outlets. I think that's the reason why there's a lot of music that comes from like the black culture, in that sense, because like they were suppressed for quite some bit of time. You know what I mean? But yeah, we find that out. If you don't realize that, well, Argentina is incredibly racist. But yeah, they've never associated themselves with any of us. They just don't. But the things like we don't. Then it's so funny. It's just naturally like, you always root against Argentina. Like, it's just because they're just fucking racist cunts, dude. They're just racist cunts. And, like, they literally killed out black people. They just found ways to try to get rid of the black culture, because they wanted to be known as European and being white, which is hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. Like, it's just funny to me. Because, like, it's like, bro, you're fucking... Because they would even say, like, because they say like black people, that's a Brazilian problem. It's like, you're fucked up, bro. It's just I'm not down with that shit. So it's so it's funny to me. And to see, I'm like, and then, but to see, like, yeah, see everyone, see, like, yeah, like, we all knew they were racist, but like, look how racist they really fucking are, because they'll do like monkey shit to, like, they'll like on the internet they'll like do pictures of monkeys and bananas. That's like their big thing. That's like the big like emojis that they use. And then when they see like black people in person, they just act like a monkey. They do like, it's like, okay, you sick fuck. But yeah, that was that. And then so this podcast is, what time is it? It is 12:50 a.m. And what happened was I got home. It's like 7:30. I sat down, passed out in my chair. Woke up at like 11. Wild. And so I was like, well, shit. And then I fucked around for about an hour and a half. And then here I am now, almost 1 o'clock in the morning doing this podcast. Just burning the midnight oil. No big deal. No big deal. Just doing what you gotta do to, be productive in this world, which is hilarious. Doing this thing is being semi-productive, you could say. Have you ever trimmed your fingernails and you forgot to trim one edge of it, and then you feel like you have like a fucking razor blade on the edge of your finger? I have on this finger. It's like, it just feels like it could be a razor blade. What do I have to say? Oh man, guys. So for me, it's always the weirdest shit that will pop off and get people pissed at me online. You know how I've told you, like, the last time, I think the last big one besides this one was uh, saying that, like, how you should thank your mom. You should call your mom and thank your mom for giving birth to you, because there's a video of this lady who's showing you, like, hey, this is me pre-op, having a child. I guess maybe pre-pregnancy, pre-delivery. I don't know. Anyway, I don't have a vagina, and that's okay, not to have one. But she was showing you, like, she had, like, they look like a pair of Depends, and then, like, she had a bunch of cooling gel, and these other pads, this numbing cream or some shit, and it was like a whole bunch of stuff, and then you put on your hoo-ha, and you wear these, and it's supposed to help with the whole the fact that you just gave birth, which is crazy. And, like, yeah, it makes sense. Oh gosh, that seems like an incredibly painful thing. And anyway, so anyway, and yeah, so it was a video of that, and all I said was, like, hey, like, you should tell your mom, like, you should call your mom and tell her thank you. And I got like a couple, several thousand likes on that picture, on that thing, and like these comments, like people calling me a fucking asshole, like, you're a fucking dickhead, like, this, it must be awesome to feel to have like this. And, like, I was getting DMs from people saying, like, like, hey, like, you don't understand, like, so not everyone has awesome family an awesome childhood. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, my mom left me at the foot of a church when I was 5, like, in Honduras. Like, shut the fuck up. That's what I tell them. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Like, you have no fucking clue, dude. You have no clue. Like, if it wasn't that, then what else? Like, I don't know. It was so funny. Like, I told one of my friends today this, and they're like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, isn't that crazy? Like, when I was with my mom still, like, I remember this weird faint memory, and, like, this memory didn't come back to me. This happened when I was younger, and then it didn't come back into my memory until maybe like 2-3 years ago. And when it came back, I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? So my mom was dating this guy, and he used to take her down into his room, like down these steps into this other room, or he would take her to this, like, back room. So it'd be like, if this was like you and I were, like, in the living room, he would take her down the hallway and then to, like, it'd be the left, and he would take her to his room, and you could hear the door slam, and then he would just beat the living shit out of her, which was crazy. And I would just sit there, and I would hear it. There was one of the times from one of the beatings that was fucking wild too, is that, like, it was like mid beating, she came out and she's like, hey, how about you turn the television on? And I'm like, oh, okay. And she turned the TV on. She's like, a little louder. Okay. And then she went back in the room, got her shit kicked back in. Like, it was like, what the fuck? I know this is crazy shit to tell you guys. This is wild. It's wild to me. I'm the one that fucking lived it. And so it was just wild. And then after he would get done, he would come back into like the living room. You know, he'd take a deep breath, put his hands on his hips, like, you want some chocolate? It's just the fucking wildest shit, dog. Wildest shit in the world. And yeah, like, and my friend, like, wow, what the fuck? You dealt with that? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, but it's not that bad. Like, it wasn't terrible. Like, could be worse. Because then, like, when I went to the orphanage again after that, it made it easier because I wasn't having to deal with and listening to that stuff. That wasn't a soundtrack on a weekly fucking, like, rewind. So it was a good time. It was wild. I don't even know why I even told you guys that. Like, shit like that. I'm like, is this even funny? Like, I just think it's wild. I think it's just wild to have that in my world that I have, and because I come off such a fucking dipshit. It's like, he's fucking probably just, I don't know. Have you heard that Argentina's racist? It's all good though, because if you're new to this podcast, welcome, but it's okay because my mom then later died in a landslide in Honduras, so it's okay. Hey, you know what? She had a weird life. It was a wild life. So, anyway, but yeah, that's a story. I don't know. Do you guys should I just go ahead and do the video of the week? Yeah, let's do the video of the week to make this a little better. All right. So this week, guys, whoa, dude, it was such neck and neck. Normally, there's one outlier out of all the videos that's like, oh, that's for sure the video of the week. But there's this video, and there's a couple other ones that I'm just like, damn, dude, these are just solid. And you don't get this all the time. Some people are like, I'm like, oh, it must be so easy to like find all these videos. And it's like, no, like, you understand, like it, I'm searching through the rough, man. I'm like looking through everything, just making sure, trying to find stuff, just trying to, get the best video I can get. And so, like, sometimes it's hard to find just a really good video. But anyway, yeah, you guys want to watch this video? It's fucking hilarious. Here we go.
Thanks. Hello. I love milk, especially whole milk. I would drink milk all day long if I could. It's just that good, and it's good for people as well. But I hate buttermilk. Oh, I hate buttermilk. I remember when I was a child, I hated buttermilk. And I also hated mayonnaise. Well, now I can't get enough of mayonnaise. And I got to thinking, well, because now I like mayonnaise as an adult, maybe I'll like buttermilk as an adult as well. So I bought me some buttermilk, and I hate it even more now than I did when I was a child. I hate buttermilk. I love buttermilk biscuits, but not buttermilk. Well, this has been my video. Thanks for watching.
Welcome to The John Show with your host, John Doogie Clouser.
I don't think are you kidding? I mean, you can do mostly anything. Like, it'd be like, can you use eggnog for milk for your cereal? I'm sure you can, but that'd be incredibly gross. But who just drinks fucking buttermilk? That's because buttermilk, I don't think buttermilk's really, it's meant to just, it's like an ingredient. It's like drinking like vanilla. It's like I love vanilla like ice cream. Like why don't I just drink like the liquid of it? Like no, but that video was awesome. When I found it, I'm like, whoa. It just kept giving and giving and giving. Those are the best videos. Those are the best videos. The ones that just keep giving and giving and giving and giving. And you're just like, what is up with this? But, all right. Well, here is some more videos. Here we go. All right. Here we go.
Ja, mehr als die Hälfte geschafft. Fast geschafft. Eine ist da noch.
So I do the exact same thing. The thing is, I do bare knuckle. It's just like a more westernized version of the same exact. It's called nut breaking. It is something that got established. I believe it was like in the 1868. I believe that's when it was. And that's where like the term knuckles comes from. Is from this, because the guy used to do it all the time. And the thing with me, what we do is we wear the glasses. Remember when you like at prom, after prom, where you guys would wear those like you'd wear those glasses, those drunk glasses, and then you like ride around in a cart, and then you're like, okay, and then we've all been drunk, and it's like none of us has ever drunk's never been like that ever. Like this is like what everything's just fucking scrambled. It's not even close to being what it feels like to being drunk. Anyway, you wear those and then you hit it with your bare knuckle, and the thing of it is supposed to like disorient you just enough where like you might miss it and doesn't like really fuck up your knuckles. But I do the exact same thing. It's a cool concept. I think it's a great sport. I think more people should be involved into it. You might want to think about putting your kids in it. They have tough knuckles. You know, it makes it easier for them to write papers and stuff like that with a pencil. Anyway, do kids even use pencils anymore? I feel like that's one of those things that like, what? Anyway, here's the next video. I know, right? Insane to the membrane. This was one of those things. Like I know, like I have a smoke machine in the room, and I accidentally pushed the wrong button. I was trying to turn it off, and Anyway, so that's my algorithm. Sometimes just will send me the. It's like, what is this? Like, what the fuck is this? All right, here's the next video. 1, 2, and 3.
You ain't no somebody hand dog, cry all the time. You ain't no somebody hand dog, cry all the time. We're never gonna love you, we're no friend of mine. When they say you were her clients, when I used to lie. Yeah, they say you were her client, when I used to lie. You're never gonna love you, we're no friend of mine. You ain't no somebody hand dog, cry all the time. You ain't no somebody hand dog, cry all the time. We're never gonna love you, we're no friend of mine. When they say you were her clients, when I used to lie. Yeah, they say you were her clients, when I used to lie. Ya yo navego rabia y bueno freno más. Yo ando sin barajando, cry all the time. You are nothing but a hand dog, cry all the time. Well, you never gonna love you when no friend of mine. Where they say you was climb, where they used to lie. Yeah, they say you was climb, where they used to lie.
What's so crazy is like watching it back now, like on a show, like you're trying to do a show and you're trying to present something, and like you have a sense of like time and like things like that was really fucking long. Holy shit, was that long? But you know, the butter hound dog, all about a bow. It's like, what the hell is this? And what's terrifying is like it looks like he's in a room that is run by the by Al Qaeda. And this is like, you either do this or we behead you. Like, we love Elvis. We need someone to play Elvis for us. So this next video, this lady has become one of my favorite things recently. I hope she was one of your favorite things too. Here we go.
My husband brought home KFC tonight, so I'll have no kitchen to clean up tonight, so I'm gonna head on to bed and everything and all that. And I like that, really did, and everything. Good night to y'all, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, you know, ground beef is I just got some and it was like $7.20. Isn't that wild for a pound of ground beef? Anyway, yeah. Isn't she lovely? And you wouldn't expect that kind of headboard from a lady like that. With how she talks, you would assume that that headboard would not exist. You would assume she doesn't even know what a headboard is. But we were both wrong, right? So technically, guys, this next video I'm about to show you, was the runner-up. It was between this one or the video the buttermilk video, and I thought the buttermilk video was way better. But both of these candidates came in very strong. This next person, awesome, great, awesome. Could have been video of the week, but runner-up. So, but here you guys go. I love it. I love this video. I love this video so goddamn much. Here you go.
What happened to you?
My toe, I broke my toe this past week. And I had my boot on last night, but I said, I'm not wearing it
You're
today.
not wearing the boot today!
And when I started running, it stopped.
When you
hurting.
started running, the pain left.
Yeah, running and dancing. Yes, and leaping. See, that's where the doctor touched my two toes
Yeah,
together.
I see it. You don't even need that anymore.
I don't need that anymore.
Amazing.
Glory.
And where are you from, ma'am?
I'm from, where am I from? I'm from Beaumont, Texas.
Beaumont, Texas.
Beaumont, well, a little town east of Beaumont called Vita.
Come here a minute. Come here. Power's all over you, lady. That power's all over you. Somebody give God a big...
See, the thing is, like, if the first time you're watching it, you don't expect that. You don't expect them to, oh, come here. Oh, you're good. You have the Lord upon you. You just are like, what the fuck is this? And you quickly realize, okay, this is a pastor. And this is the thing. I think this is the reason why I don't like Christianity so much, because there's a lot of this kind of stuff. And this is I'm not saying there's not stuff like this in Judaism, but there's a built-in thing where they don't allow this kind of shit to happen. But Christianity's a lot. It's kind of a business. Anyway, it's probably all scam. It's like voting. It's probably just like voting is all scam. But I fucking love this video. And this guy, I just love this guy. I just want to become a character who does this shit. And who just would say the dumbest of stuff. Like getting yelled at the Brits. Like, dude, oh, that's where I was going with that. I didn't even tell you guys about the fucking England thing. So, like, yeah, I got in a huge fight with these bunch of people from England on the internet. Instead, I told the story about my mom. Anyway, here's the next video. God damn.
If you discover time travel, do not go back and get a lottery ticket on day one. We know the CIA or whatever organization is going to be out there looking for secret time travelers, and big lottery wins is the first place they're going to go. What you do is you go back 10 years before that, start buying those winning lottery numbers every single day like clockwork. But the CIA are probably wise to that trick as well. So also you've got to start doing things that someone aware of the future would never do. Buy a berth on the Titanic, or even worse, buy loads of shares in Skype right before Zoom took off. No offense to the Skype people, but just make terrible investment decisions like that a time traveler would never do. And then buying those lottery tickets every day for 10 years where you know they're not going to win, that creates a drastic mind shift. You know you're not going to win any money, so your focus shifts from the goal to the journey. The chat with the shopkeeper every time you buy the ticket, sitting with your friends to watch them read out the numbers on the TV. So then after 10 years, the day arrives when your numbers are finally going to pay out, and you realize you don't.
Yeah, right? Like, just don't make that mistake. Don't make that mistake at all. That's where things, is where bad things happen. When you make that mistake. Isn't that wild? Isn't that just like, see, that is podcasting. That's the reason why, like, I don't like talking about me. I do a podcast because I feel like this is what people think is that. That is what I think people feel. That's what I feel like people think I do. Is that. I Yeah, I know, right? But anyway, guys, I have about like a minute 20 left. If you gotten this far, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. This was a lot of nuttin'. This episode was a lot of nuttin'. But yeah, I hope you guys are well, swell. Wash your hands, look both ways. Be careful with everything. And yeah, I guess we will just talk to each other on the next episode of this podcast I do by myself, in a room by myself, for myself, and the CTE that I may not have. Who knows? Who knows? And God bless those people from England who got super mad at me on the internet. Anyway. Good night.